Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Radio 1 International channel. And if you're a Pixar fan like me, buckle up, because the Parr family is officially suiting up again. That's right, Incredibles 3 is not only happening, but we've just found out who's stepping into the director's chair. And it's not Brad Bird this time. Now before you panic, Brad Bird is still on board in a big way. He's writing the script and producing the film. But the person now officially directing Incredibles 3 is none other than Peter Sohn, a longtime Pixar artist, animator, and director who most recently brought us Elemental. So today we're going to explore what this shift means for the future of the franchise, why Sohn might be the perfect fit, and what we might expect from this third installment of Pixar's beloved superhero saga. Let's start with the basics. Peter Sohn isn't a new name at Pixar. In fact, he's been with the studio for over 2 decades. He started out as a storyboard artist and animator, and if you've seen The Incredibles, you've already seen his work. Sohn actually worked closely with Brad Bird on the original film, contributing to its visual storytelling and emotional pacing. One of the scenes he animated, that beautiful kiss between Bob and Helen Parr. It might seem like a small moment, but it's one of those subtle, heartfelt details that shows how well he understands the emotional center of these characters. Sohn later moved into directing. He made his feature debut with The Good Dinosaur, which had its critics, but was praised for its breathtaking visuals and emotional ambition. Then in 2023, he directed Elemental, a film that started off with modest box office numbers, but quickly grew into a global hit, earning nearly $500 million. And more than that, Elemental connected with audiences because of its deeply personal story, its cultural undertones, and its beautifully developed emotional arc. So, what does this mean for Incredibles 3? Well, in many ways, Sohn feels like a natural successor. He's got the Pixar DNA. He understands the world of The Incredibles. And he's coming off a successful project that proved he can handle a character-driven story with both humor and emotional weight. And remember, Brad Bird handpicked him. That's a huge sign of trust, not just from Bird, but from the entire creative leadership at Pixar, including Pete Docter, who confirmed Sohn's role during the 2025 Annecy International Animation Festival. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. The Incredibles films are Brad Bird's babies. His voice, his wit, his style, they're all over the first 2 movies. Can anyone else really capture that magic? It's a fair question. Bird brought something truly unique to the superhero genre, especially with the first Incredibles, which came out before Marvel's cinematic universe had even launched. It was stylish, retro, deeply human, and surprisingly mature. But here's the thing, Brad Bird isn't going anywhere. He's still the writer and producer. That means the story, the themes, the relationships, those core elements are still being shaped by his vision. What Peter Sohn brings to the table is a fresh lens, a different kind of energy. He's proven that he knows how to handle nuanced, character-driven narratives, especially with a strong emotional core, as we saw in Elemental. And he's got an incredible eye for visual detail. And let's not forget, Pixar is a collaborative powerhouse. Their best films are made by teams of people bouncing ideas off one another, refining scripts, designing worlds together. Sohn isn't replacing Brad Bird's voice. He's helping extend it into a new space with a new approach to storytelling and visuals. Now, as for the story, we don't have a lot of concrete details yet. There's no official release date, and Pixar has been tight-lipped about the plot. But there's been a lot of speculation. Will the Parr kids be older? Will we see Violet in college? Or Dash trying to find his place in the world? What about Jack and his many, many powers? Could he be the central focus this time around? Maybe we'll even get some new supers, or a new villain with ties to the supers' hidden history. What we do know is that Brad Bird has always treated these films with care. He said in the past that he wouldn't make a third Incredibles movie unless he had a story worth telling. So the fact that he's back writing again means something clicked. And with Peter Sohn directing, we can probably expect a story that's bold, visually striking, and emotionally layered. It's also worth noting that Pixar has been evolving. Their newer films are taking more risks, tackling identity, culture, emotional trauma, and complex relationships in ways we didn't see as much in earlier years. Sohn's sensibilities reflect that shift. And while Incredibles 3 will no doubt still have the high-flying action, the humor, and the family dynamics we love, it's also likely to take us deeper than ever before. So what do you think? Are you excited about Peter Sohn taking the reins for Incredibles 3? Are you nervous? Curious? Personally, I think this could be a great move. We're getting a fresh take from someone who understands the heart of the franchise, and we still have Brad Bird guiding the story. That's a win-win. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you hope to see in Incredibles 3? Are you hoping for more Edna? A Frozone spin-off? More Jack Jack chaos? I want to hear it all. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Radio 1 International channel, and ring that bell so you never miss an update from the world of animation, pop culture, and everything in between. Thanks for watching and stay super.
94.3 Radio 1.